First of all, I want to commend our fans for being here and supporting our football team and coming out tonight and, helping encourage these guys to rally and finish this game and win it. And again, to our football team for all the work they've put in to go win a game. I mean, they keep score. As I said before, no matter how you do it, I just think it's good for the confidence of our players. They needed to go win this game. We found a way to do that. Obviously, there was some sloppy play early, way too many penalties in my liking. I think we had 12, way too many. I mean, there were penalties that you got to really look at and work through. I mean, we had some fundamental penalties. We had some illegal alignment penalties. And so it's things that we will definitely work through and get straightened out. Normally a team, like I told the group in the locker room, now you'll listen very carefully to Coach Williams, myself, and Coach Tabor and the rest of the staff when we tell you things, because these are the things that stop you from winning. Penalties and those type of things don't help you win games. So it stops drives, and obviously we had to deal with a lot of that tonight. So it was some spotty play, but I think there was some good play at times too. So we got to grow from these things. This is early in the preseason. It's one game. Obviously, we had an opportunity to win that game, so there's going to be some growth next week before we get ready to play New York.
Can we start with Miles? How do you think he looked at it? Was out there a limited time?
Right. I will, obviously watch more of the tape, but I thought he held his own. I thought, when he had an opportunity to rush, he rushed well. That there was a little pressure here and there. Made one play in the backfield. I did see that, but I'll watch more once I get an opportunity to see the tape.
Hue, it appeared you kept Trot and Kaiser out there hoping something good to happen. Was it your plan to keep playing him?
No, my plan was to play him the second half. It was. Once I thought about it, as I said, the young guys need to play, and that's what I did. I didn't think, the way it happened with the ones, it was right before the second quarter happened, and there was another drive that they had that bled over into it, so I wasn't going to take those guys out. Cody got an opportunity. Would have liked to get him a few more snaps, but I wanted to see Deshaun play. I thought I needed to put him out there in the fire, and I think it was a great experience for him. There's a lot for him to learn from, but I thought there was a lot of good things that he did. Stood in there, made some plays with his arm, but he'll be first to tell you there's so many things that he's got to grow from. Just calling the play right. I mean, he'll be first to tell you that, so he'll grow that way. But there was some positives there too.
The two long balls, what'd you think of those?
I like when we score them. We catch them and we score. Yeah, no doubt. There were some other opportunities, too, that we let, we had one with Kenny Britt that all of a sudden we don't get our feet in. It's just those things. But there was so many good situations for us that happened in the game, towards the end of the half. We got to practice foul ball, which you don't get to practice that, where we decided not to punt the team to the other ball to give them a chance to return it. There was some 2-minute situation in this game. We went for it on 4th down. We went for a 2-point play. So there's a lot of good things for these young guys to grow from. I mean, a lot of these things don't happen in preseason games. So I'm glad they did, because these things will make a difference as we move forward.
Kaiser, two long balls and the win, is that kind of perfect for a young guy's confidence?
I'm sure he's in the locker room excited, but he'll be first to tell you there's so many other things to clean up. He'd probably tell you should have been 2 more long balls for big plays. So again, he's got a lot of work to do. He's got to keep growing. He's got to keep working. But a night like tonight, for a young player, as you mentioned, will give him confidence. I mean, it gives the ears really get open now. Keep listening to the coaches and great things happen. So hopefully he'll keep working, and I'm sure he will, just like the rest of our quarterbacks and the rest of our football team. We just got to continue to grow and get better.
Did he do enough to warrant the start in the next game?
Oh, Mary Kay, I think it's way too early to talk about that. I mean, I need to go watch the tape and all that. I mean, let's see it for what it was. I mean, the guy made some plays at the end that gave us a chance to win, but there's still so much growth that needs to happen for this young player. We all know he's talented, as I said before, but there's still some things he needs to do better.
On that touchdown to Peyton, was it? I know it was 4th down. Was it called a deep call, or did he?
I'm sorry.
On the touchdown to Peyton,
the
winner, was that the call?
No, I gave him 2 plays. Yeah, I gave him 2 plays, and I thought in that moment he handled that extremely well. He had an opportunity to do a couple things, and he did the right thing, based on our conversation. And so Peyton converted the route, which he should have, and Deshaun found it for a win.
Did you like what you saw to him in the pocket as far as avoiding some of the rushes and stepping up?
Yes, but there's a couple times he held the ball way too long, and that's the knack of a rookie quarterback, and again, playing with different players and all that. So, I mean, like I said, there's a lot to clean up from our football team, and we're going to, grow from this. I'm excited about the win for the guys and for all the hard work and for everything that we've done for our organization, everybody. Because, I mean, there was a winner and loser tonight. We won, so that's good stuff. So, but there's a lot for us to clean up and grow from.
Osweiler, aside from the obvious that we all saw that he misfired on about 4 balls, you know, what the routes were and all that, but overall, you know, with that factored in, how did he do?
Again, I'll watch the tape. I think there's some things he did well, and I think there's some things he didn't do as well. So we'll watch it and, again, make the corrections that we need to make and then go from there. You know, that's what you do. So I wasn't expecting perfection tonight. I was expecting our team to compete and have an opportunity to win the game, and that's what we did. And we all as coaches, every coach in there, as we talked during the week, we knew when this was over, there's going to be a lot of things to correct and get better at. Because, again, we're competing against each other every day. When you start playing other teams, you really start to find out the warts you have, you know, so that you can fix those. And that's what we have to do as a football staff.
3 of his passes were clearly overthrown. Do you think that's the result of just not being familiar with the guys yet?
No, he can make those plays. I mean, and again, I didn't see much separation, you know, from our guys too. So it goes both ways. You know, I don't want to make it all about the quarterback. I don't want to make it all about the receivers. I just think there is some work, you know, as I said earlier, as a football team that we need to do and we have to do in order to get better.
What do you think of Cody tonight?
I thought he made some plays. I thought Cody ran around, made some plays, threw the ball down the field. I think there were some things he did well, but again, just like the other 2 guys, I really want to watch the tape and make sure I study it and study it very closely so I can see where I can help these guys and get them better.
So where do you go from here with the quarterbacks?
I go back to work tomorrow and look at all the tape and then make a decision where we are. As I said, this was 1 week. I mean, I never told you guys this is the way it was going to be from here on in. I said I'm going to evaluate this after a week and see where we are. This was for this game on Thursday night, you know, against New Orleans. We'll see where we are for next week.
Is Saturday the day that things could change?
No, I don't know. Let me see the tape and let me see how I feel. Let me see where we are.